What we doing, man? And then we got to talk about this, you guys, because y'all boy right here, he's under heavy fire. Your boy right here on the screen, on the right hand side of your screen, Jermaine Dupri. Boy, they on his helmet. Jermaine Dupri. So recently, if you guys don't know, which a lot of y'all probably already do know, Clive Davis passed away. Now, Clive Davis was one of the persons, he was the person pretty much who really put Whitney Houston at a different level as far as how we know her, hear her, and saw her up until the time she passed away, and even today after death, right? So, Jermaine Dupri, what I did was, you guys, I had to figure out something when I thought about this. I had to figure out something, and I'm finna tell y'all. I had to figure out what Jermaine Dupri's link to Clive Davis was. Because I had to think about why he said this and why everybody is goddamn annihilating Jermaine Dupri right now. Because Jermaine Dupri, he was a guy who had viewed Clive Davis as an early mentor, a peer, a monumental champion for black music. And following Clive's death, he made these comments, right? But basically, early in his career, rising record executives in the 90s, Jermaine Dupri, Diddy, and these guys, they looked up to Clive Davis as a crucial mentor who helped shape their executive paths, right? When you look at the Arista and LaFace umbrella, Jermaine Dupri, he operated his own labels. You guys already know So Def. Clive Davis co-founded and heavily backed LaFace Records, everybody, with L.A. Reid, Babyface. We already know this. Now, this created a tight-knit ecosystem of the 90s and 2000s R&B dominance where their executive circles overlap heavily. So, Jermaine Dupri, he says he has a certain level of respect for Clive Davis's catalog, even bled into his own production, right? Where Jermaine Dupri's hit song, Money and the Thing, if y'all remember that, it was directly sampled or referenced Barry Manilow's I Write the Songs, a classic track famously championed by Clive Davis, right? So Jermaine Dupri, he had frequently attended, Clive Davis's legendary pre-Grammy galas. He highlighted that Clive Davis was a rare white executive who he said completely understood the cultural weight of the black music, creating an environment where he said that black artists and executives actively wanted to be in, right? So Jermaine, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I think he basically was saying that, everybody was banging on this dude. I guess he's saying this because he wants Clive to be celebrated. I'm gonna play what he said, and I'm gonna give my thoughts on what he said. But he went to social media, right? And he is demanding that BET organize an extravagant and massive tribute to Clive Davis, right? And bro, he is getting annihilated for this. When I say he getting crushed for this, they calling this man a sellout. They calling him all kind of, I'm talking about, they dogging Jermaine Dupri online. They dogging him online since he went online and said this. It's been, and this is another thing. They've already been on Jermaine Dupri's helmet over the, I believe it was the Criss Cross thing. We did a video on that like about a couple months ago where people was accusing Jermaine Dupri of stealing money from Criss Cross. And Jermaine Dupri came online and went off. He was like, man, y'all better get the fuck out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stole from them. And he basically talked about how they had nothing, when he met them and everything like that. And he basically broke down that story when everybody was trying to put those allegations on him, saying that, he stole money from them. He was like, yo, I ain't steal a dime from them. I don't know if you guys remember that, but we did a video on that on this channel. Y'all can go back and look at that video we did on this channel. But he basically, Jermaine Dupri, he's been arguing for Clive Davis and saying that he historically pushed black music to the global forefront, right? By signing and distributing, iconic figures like Aretha Franklin's Earth, Wind, and Fire, and the Isley Brothers, in the black community. He said, Jermaine Dupri said, owes Clive Davis a great honor in return for everything that he's done for the black community. Well, black folks won't go on for this shit. I'm going to let y'all hear what he had to say, and then I'm going to just give my thoughts on what he said and what people are saying about what he said, because this is going viral. Let's hear what he had to say, because I thought it was very, very...
Happy birthday, Steve Stout. Yo, I'm just coming in from Steve Stout birthday party. Happy birthday, Steve Stout. I just want to say this real quick. I pray that this weekend, the BET Awards, they go back in. Y'all start tomorrow. Y'all can start tomorrow. Or whatever. I mean, I'm in France, so probably now. But listen, y'all go back in and y'all do something special for Clive Davis, because Clive Davis really put black music in the forefront. And he really did this shit different than any other white executive that I've ever seen. Like, he really, really, I mean, you had to be going to Clive Davis parties to understand what I'm saying. At the Beverly Hills Hotel, when the Grammys was in New York. Like, before he went to the Hilton, the Beverly Hills Hotel, Clive used to have his party there, and the soul of the party was amazing. And he really understood what black music meant to the world and what black music meant to the music business, right? That's why his party was so popping. He was a white man with a party that had all the black executives, all the black artists, all the black music wanted to be at Clive Davis' party. So I just pray that on the BET Awards, Black Music Entertainment, that we do something big for Clive as we let him rest in peace. Because we lost one of the guys. I'm talking about a guy that was the guy that other guys wanted to be, like the guy, Clive Davis. Rest in peace.
So Jermaine saying that has caused extraneous backlash online with people calling him a sellout. They're calling him the SAMBO word. They're calling him the COO word. I mean, they calling this man everything but a child of God. They saying that he's a demon along with the rest of these guys in the industry. He is getting hella backlash on X and online for those comments right there. And, you know, I've seen a lot of mixed reaction since Clive Davis has passed away. You know what I'm saying? I've seen, you know, people that have been in those high circles like Jermaine Dupri celebrate. But then I've turned around and I've seen people who are fans, people who are, you know, who have been watching, covering this thing. They haven't had good commentary. You know, a lot of people have not been feeling this entire situation with Clive Davis. And a lot of people have not had. Hey, we always appreciate the support. And if you guys want to do so, you can use the Cash App or PayPal links. They'll be in the description box below this video or pinned at the top of the comments. The top donators will be announced every month. All right, you guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all cop the merch and make sure that you get the weight loss formula. The links to that will be in the description box below this video. Check out our next video coming up right now.